Welcome back to Car Flash Drive, where we take you on a deep dive into the most intriguing vehicles on the market. Today, we're stepping into a world of luxury, refinement, and presence with the all-new 2026 Chrysler 300 Limousine. This isn't just another stretched car, it's Chrysler's vision of what an American luxury limousine can be in a time when most brands are turning to SUVs and crossovers. But Chrysler wanted to keep the sedan alive, and in limousine form. The 300 is not just surviving, it's thriving. Let's start with the first impression this limousine makes. From a distance, the sheer size of the Chrysler 300 Limousine is commanding. It takes the familiar cues of the Chrysler 300 sedan, a nameplate that's been around for decades, and stretches them into a form that demands attention. The front immediately sets the tone with its bold, upright grille that carries the new Chrysler winged emblem at the center. The chrome detailing has been carefully refined to less gaudy, more polished, giving it the gravitas you expect from a limousine. The headlights are sleek, LED matrix units that not only look high-tech but also adapt to the road in real time. At night, they provide a light signature that's unmistakable, a kind of glowing crown that lets you know this is no ordinary sedan approaching. As you walk around the side of the 2026 Chrysler 300 Limousine, the proportions come into play. The extended wheelbase stretches the profile into something graceful rather than awkward, which is always the risk when you stretch a sedan into limousine form. Chrysler's designers have kept the beltline sharp and clean, with just the right amount of sculpting along the doors to prevent the body from looking too slab-sided. The chrome trim surrounding the windows has been tastefully updated with satin accents, and the limousine rides on multi-spoke, 21-inch alloy wheels that balance elegance with presence. The sheer length, coupled with its lowered stance, communicates a sense of occasion. Whether it's pulling up to a gala, a hotel, or a wedding, this is the kind of car people stop and stare at. At the rear, the Chrysler 300 Limousine continues its theme of sophistication. The taillights are wide, spanning across the trunk with a continuous LED strip that gives the back a futuristic glow. The trunk lid features a subtle integrated spoiler lip, adding just a touch of sportiness to its otherwise refined demeanor. Down low, you'll find chrome-finished dual exhaust outlets, and while they're subtle, they reinforce that this limousine isn't just about luxury, it still carries some performance under the hood. The Chrysler lettering across the back ties it all together, making it instantly recognizable but fresh for 2026. Now, opening the doors is where the magic really begins. Because if the exterior turns heads, the interior is where passengers live the limousine experience. As the massive rear doors swing open, you're greeted by an environment that feels closer to a private jet cabin than a car. Chrysler has gone all out to make sure the 300 Limousine sets a new standard for American luxury. Plush leather upholsters nearly every surface, from the quilted seats to the door panels, available in a range of bespoke colors like midnight black, ivory cream, and even a two-tone burgundy and gray option. The seats themselves are not just heated and ventilated, they're also fully reclining with power adjustments, memory settings, and massage functions. Rear passengers can extend footrests, recline almost flat, and adjust their climate individually. Between the seats, a full-length center console houses storage, cup holders, wireless charging pads, and even a built-in cooler for beverages. An illuminated glass partition separates the driver from the rear cabin for privacy, and yes, it's electronically adjustable. You can have it transparent when you want a connected feel, or opaque when you want complete seclusion. The ambient lighting system allows you to bathe the cabin in a palette of colors, creating any mood you like, from calm blues to energizing reds. For tech lovers, Chrysler hasn't held back. Rear passengers get dual 15-inch OLED touchscreens, seamlessly integrated into the partition. These screens control everything from media and climate to navigation and even seat adjustments. There's full 5G connectivity, ensuring that whether you're working on the go or streaming a movie, you have all the bandwidth you need. A premium 19-speaker Harman Kardon sound system fills the cabin with concert-level audio clarity, tuned specifically for the elongated cabin acoustics of the limousine. Of course, the driver's environment is just as advanced. Up front, the digital cockpit spans from behind the steering wheel across to the center stack, with crisp graphics and intuitive controls. Chrysler's latest infotainment system, Uconnect 6, sits at the heart of it, offering voice control, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and even integration with virtual assistants. The steering wheel has a new design, flatter at the bottom, trimmed in leather and brushed aluminum. The driver's seat offers not just comfort but also commanding visibility, aided by a suite of driver assistance features including adaptive cruise control, lane centering, automatic emergency braking, and Chrysler's hands-free driving assist, which allows semi-autonomous driving on approved highways. Now, let's talk about what's under the hood. The 2026 Chrysler 300 Limousine doesn't just rely on looks, it delivers performance that lives up to its image. Standard power comes from a 3.6-liter Pentastar V6, now assisted by a mild hybrid system that improves efficiency while delivering around 325 horsepower. But for those who want the ultimate limousine experience, Chrysler offers a 5.7-liter Hemi V8 option, producing over 400 horsepower, paired with an advanced 8-speed automatic transmission. Power delivery is smooth, and while no one is drag racing a limousine, this car has more than enough muscle to move its extended body with authority. The suspension has been retuned with air springs and adaptive dampers, ensuring that ride comfort is always buttery smooth, whether gliding down the highway or navigating city streets. Noise insulation is at a level where the outside world simply disappears. Fuel economy is improved compared to past generations, thanks to hybrid assistance and cylinder deactivation on the V8, but let's be honest, buyers of a limousine aren't concerned about miles per gallon. What matters here is refinement, and Chrysler has nailed it. Handling is stable, predictable, and surprisingly nimble for a car of this length, aided by available rear-wheel steering that helps it maneuver in tight spaces. Pricing, of course, is where things get interesting. The 2026 Chrysler 300 Limousine starts at around $95,000 for the V6 model, with the V8 pushing it closer to $115,000. But given the level of craftsmanship, luxury, and features on offer, it positions itself as a more accessible alternative to European competitors like the Mercedes-Maybach S-Class or BMW 7 Series limousines, which can easily double that price. Chrysler is clearly aiming to make American luxury competitive again, and with this limousine, they've created something that blends tradition with modernity. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 Chrysler 300 Limousine isn't just a stretched sedan, it's a statement. It takes the legacy of the Chrysler 300, known for bold styling and presence, and elevates it into a new class of luxury. The exterior is elegant without being over-designed. The interior is a sanctuary of comfort and technology. The performance is strong enough to keep it from feeling sluggish, and the price point makes it a compelling choice for anyone who wants limousine-level luxury without breaking into the ultra-premium European market. And that brings us to the close of today's review. If you've enjoyed this detailed look at the 2026 Chrysler 300 Limousine, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Car Flash Drive, and hit the bell so you never miss our deep dives into the cars that matter. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Does Chrysler's new limousine have what it takes to compete with the established players, or is this more of a niche statement piece? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. Until next time, keep your seatbelt fastened and your engine running. We'll see you in the next review.